Hey everyone, this is Captain Orlando Muñiz with Nomad Fishing Charters, and today I'm going to be speaking to you about something that is very important, especially as we get into the fall season and we start to catch more toothy fish like mackerel, whether it's Spanish mackerel, zero mackerel, or kingfish, also known as king mackerel. All these fish have the potential to cut you off if you're fishing straight mono or fluorocarbon leader. So it's always important to add a trace of wire. During the winter and spring, we typically fish wire on almost all our rigs except for maybe the bottom rig. Everything else has a trace of wire. If we're sticking primarily to just sailfish, then we might remove the wire, but if we're fun fishing, we always fish wire on everything if we want to catch those kings, the wahoos, and the mackerel all the time. On my boat, we use primarily number 4 wire. Sometimes we'll go up to a 7 or 8 if we're shark fishing or doing something of that nature, but 9 times out of 10 we're using number 4, which is a good all-around size for the fish that we catch. One of the problems with wire is the storage. If you leave it on the boat, a lot of times humidity will get inside this package, and when you pull it out, it'll have a little corrosion on it and stuff like that, and that can actually cause the wire to fail when you most need it to hold up. So what I like to do is I like to ditch the bag and create my own little storage tool to put them in. It also keeps it nice and straight, because when the wire comes out of the bag, it looks like this, and I don't want my wire to be shaped like this. I want it to be nice and straight. They do sell straight pieces sometimes, but they're very costly. These are a lot less expensive, and they do the job just fine, especially if you follow the tips that I'm about to give you. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be making a tube, very simple tube to store this in, that'll keep it nice and dry and straight for your next fishing trip. Alright, if you look closely here, you're going to see that all the materials are on the table. It's relatively simple to do this. It's not very complicated. We're going to start by taking our wire, and we're going to find the cut on it where it's the end. We're going to cut it right there. Need something sharp to make that cut. And there you have it. It's pretty straight. We're going to remove that end piece. Came right off. That's good. They don't always come off that easily. And we're going to take off this other piece. Okay, that should do it. There's a little piece there. We'll get that off. Got to be careful not to kink the wire. There was a short piece here that was left over. We're going to get rid of that as well. Another piece of tape. Always keep in mind you don't want to kink the wire. Okay, so we got all the tape off. Some of these manufacturers don't use tape. They use little wire ties. I actually prefer those, but this is what I was able to find today. So there's our wire, nice and straight. We're going to keep it that way. What we're going to do now is we're going to take a tape measure, and we're going to measure the length of the wire. So the wire here is roughly 20.5 inches. So we're going to take this piece of PVC. This is the light PVC. We're going to cut it about 20 3/4. That should give us more than enough room. We're going to cut it right there. Make sure you get the fingers out of the way. I used the thin PVC because this is not structural. It's not holding any pressure or anything. We just needed to hold the wire and stay watertight. Okay, now that I've got the piece of PVC cut, we're going to take some PVC cement, and we're going to glue one of our caps on. Pretty straightforward. We're going to put a little glue in there. Don't need a ton. Remember, it's just keeping your wire a little bit on the tip. That's all you need. We're going to slide our cap on there, push it in real good. There it is. We're going to take our wire. Very simple. Now I'm using 1 roll of wire. You could probably fit 4 or 5 rolls of wire in there. And then you're going to take this cap and cap it off at the end. Now what you end up with is a watertight seal that'll keep water, moisture out of there, and it'll help your wire last a nice long time. The last thing I'm going to do, and this is just an extra touch, you don't have to do this, is take some acetone. If you want to go really Gucci and do a really nice job, take some acetone and you rub all this writing off the pipe. Get everything nice and clean. And then if you want to be really picky, I made these on the label maker. I can take this. There it is. Gotta take this and label it just like that. And there you have it. There you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, this is definitely beats this. Okay? Much more organized, waterproof, and it'll keep your wire nice and ready for the upcoming season. Until next time, my name is Captain Orlando Muñiz with Nomad Fishing.